Sales and marketing for services is a challenge. In our case, we have focused on how do we create value in the enterprise's own context. We do not solve problems that have already been solved. I'm not selling a particular use case.
Yeah.
I'm selling a service attribute.
Attribute.
Entrepreneurship is a continuous game of poker.
Hello everyone. So actually I met one of the incredible founder in Udaipur, and his name is Manish. So Manish, can you just quickly introduce about yourself, what you did till today, I would say, in your business, and what are you building right now, what are you solving?
So I've been in technology business, and when I say technology business, primarily services, and our company Advaiya, we have been in technology consulting and implementation, essentially helping organizations find growth, efficiency, efficacy in various aspects of their operations using technology. So as Advaiya, we started first helping technology organization market and sell better.
Okay.
So we helped companies like Microsoft or Google or HP Enterprise or Cisco about how can they market better via good quality technical content, whether for their salespeople, whether for their customers, automation in relating to various aspects of marketing and sales. And then gradually we shifted to be a little more operations focused provider to mainstream companies, that I would say non-tech companies.
Okay.
So then we started working for conglomerates, largely infrastructure, energy, construction companies, manufacturing companies a bit. So those are the kind of companies now we are serving in these various aspects of, when it comes to customer growth, we help with aspects of customer experience, sales automation, marketing automation. When it comes to operational efficiency, we help with aspects of project management, workflow automation, ERP, and things related to that. And we help organizations become more effective by way of decision support tools, collaboration tools, helping organizations understand and manage their portfolios better. Overall, how do you unlock organizational intelligence? And that's where AI also comes in.
Yeah.
So that is kind of broad swathe of things that we do. Being a tech services company, and we have tuned ourselves to the needs of what we see in our vicinity. When I say vicinity, where our clients are, and that way we have evolved. We are a Microsoft partner. Microsoft happens to be a preferred technology for us, and we implement almost the entire stack which Microsoft has, from cloud infrastructure, Azure, to its application infrastructure, their SQL Server and whatnot. And now more and more business applications, Dynamics platform, SharePoint, project operations, and then helping organizations putting all of those together by creating some kind of unified interaction layers, or unified, if not unified, specific peripheral cases wherein AI can be plugged in very nicely. So as organizations look at their business, we try to plug in with their business model. What would really create a bottom line impact for them? Of course, the belief is that technology is a great enabler.
Yeah, 100%.
At the same time, and that was something that we were talking about earlier as well, technology in itself doesn't solve problems, at least for businesses. You have to bring in that context of what technology can do for a particular business model, tweak, customize, implement, train, maintain, and do all of that, I would say dirty work that organizations need not do.
100%. Yeah.
So the entire idea is, when you think of professional services, and like our company, we're primarily in a skills business. We provide skilled people with skills and capabilities for a certain time, for the skills that organizations would not have or might not want to have.
Yeah. 100%.
So organizations where technology is not their mainstay, we help them uh, with these technology capabilities.
So it seems like you're doing a lot thing, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But as I first question comes in my mind because as you're doing completely, I would say 90% is like services, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how difficult for you to get the right talent in this tier 2 city? Because some few people say tier 2, few people say tier 3, this or there was like in confusion, even at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's
I
the
mean, yeah,
biggest
Udaipur people call it tier 2, others call it tier 3. So
Yeah.
that's where.
Exactly. So how easy for you to hire right talent for this business, because you need massive number of people.
Absolutely. So I don't think finding talent has ever been easy for anyone. So we have offices in Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Delhi.
Mhm.
It's the same story. Getting right people is difficult. The advantage that we have had
Mhm.
has been we have always focused on cutting edge, the newest technologies.
Mhm.
When it comes to the newest technologies, when it comes to doing things in entirely new ways,
Mhm.
you are then not really looking for experienced people because experience doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's where, if you are able to find people who have passion for technology and are able to learn, have growth mindset, have that customer centricity in the sense they are trying to wear what users in a particular client organization, and they're able to get. Now those are characteristics which are not your classic talent as IT industry has been talking about, and that is something that we have been able to build a pipeline and engine which can take somebody who is interested into somebody who is an expert.
Okay.
And that has been one of the big successes that we have been able to achieve, and that we have been able to create a sort of, I would not say those people are talented when they come in, but then capability development engine within our company.
Okay.
And that has helped us across, whether it is in Udaipur, getting people in Udaipur, where bulk of our people are. I mean, I would say 60-70% of our people, they work from Udaipur.
Okay.
But then we realize that the same engine that works when we hire people in, let's say, Gurgaon or Mumbai or Ahmedabad,
Okay.
it's the same.
It's the same, exactly. So initially you say that you try to hire people specifically from Udaipur who are like fresh, and you're just nurturing those people.
That is how it started.
Okay.
I mean, when you are a single person organization who would, let's say, leave TCS or Infosys or Accenture and come to work in a similar kind of a services thing. So you train, you build, you do that, and then that has become the way for the company. We do hire experienced people. We have now people coming in from companies like Cognizant or Capgemini or Accenture. I mean, they also join us, and so it's that combination of people. And one of the things that has happened is we have been sort of hybrid for, I would say, many years now. I think since its starting, we have had people at multiple places, people working from home, all of that. So we never really shied away from getting somebody from somewhere and letting him or her work with us.
Okay.
And that has helped. And the COVID phenomena, where for 2 years everybody worked from home, just kind of institutionalized it.
100%. So do you have any platform available? Like, have you developed any product for your company till now?
We primarily being a services and implementation company, we have created a whole suite of things which help us do it better.
Okay.
And do it cheaper in certain cases, right? So we have created a whole lot of, I would say, edge components which allow an organization to do their implementations better. Now, example could be things like we have done, let's say, SOP management platform.
Okay.
Now, SOP management is an intrinsic part of any growing organization. Now, we leverage the same set of technologies that we deliver, we implement. So, organizations would have some kind of collaboration or document management technologies or some kind of workflow technologies. How do you, on top of that, put in a particular use case? So our platform allows organizations to create SOPs using AI, manage those SOPs, their version control, to whom it would be applicable, to whom it would be not, what would be their exposure and awareness to those SOPs. So it tracks how many people actually read that, referred that, how many people commented that, what is the kind of
All the entire history is there.
engagement with that, how do you change it, the entire aspects of it. So, and all of that can be built on something that organizations might already have. So most organizations would have Microsoft 365.
Yeah.
So we put in there. Or we have created things related to, let's say, purchase request automation.
Okay.
Now organizations would have some kind of an ERP. ERPs typically are clunky when it comes to those kind of processes, and organizations need a whole variety of processes to do even smallest of things, which ERP tries to standardize, but then organizations need certain agility. So we have created products which allow you to run that purchase request automation from PR to getting the quotes, sending the RFQs and tabulating that and everything, so that while the things remain in their ERP, they are able to do things in a much more flexible way. So those are the kind of things which help with our mainstream implementation thing. So now many of our engagements are like, okay, we would be providing so many hours or so many man hours of work, but then additionally there are these pieces that you license from us, which would help that. And if you want to get them done purely for yourself, it would be additional work which you might not want to. So that's a very much of an adjunct to what we do.
Got it. Okay. So if you can share quickly, how you are doing as of now, because there are a lot of founders are looking this podcast. So I want them to know, let's say, if any service-based entrepreneur, how they think about sales and marketing, because I know you have some customers from India, you have customers from US. How you just look the sales and marketing piece?
So sales and marketing for services is a challenge, because in case of services, you are not really selling a product or you're selling a particular use case. You're selling a particular service attribute. When I say services attribute, what is that? Is that creativity that you bring in? Is it hardcore software rigor that you bring in? Is that processes, SLA compliance or security that you are bringing in? What are you bringing in? In our case, we have focused on how do we create value in the enterprise's own context. That way, that is what is the attribute that we try to sell. And then what it really happens is then the salesperson or our sales communication must be capable of communicating and presenting that service attribute, which in itself is abstract. In a way that makes sense for a client. That makes sales a pretty difficult job for a services company. At least for the kind of services that we do. And that means salespeople need to be people who have already done stuff. People who have been either business consultant or technology consultant. And once they start kind of assimilating that and bring that together, they can become good salespeople. And those are the kind of people, again, not a whole lot are So our sales team is pretty thin, maybe about 5-6 people.
Yeah.
But then those are people who have gone through that rigmarole of doing things.
Doing things.
Now they can talk about it. So they are able to build credibility. They are able to say things that they know would happen. They are able to say things in a way that makes it credible and reliable for things. So we do not go and say things like, hey, your CRM system, if somebody is doing it in 6 months, we will be able to do it in 6 days. We don't say that.
Okay.
We say that, hey, we know that an organization sales process can be complex, sometimes broken.
Yeah.
It will take time to understand that. It will take time. So we expose the problems that are there.
Yeah.
We are honest about that.
Yeah.
And that makes sales difficult. And that requires training, that requires a little bit of orientation. But then, as I said, combination of these three major aspects, passion for technology, customer centricity, and growth mindset, they make a good salesperson.
Correct, 100%.
And
execution is the key. Every single day we have to fight for new things. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the great thing about being in services. We do not solve problems that have already been solved.
Yeah.
It's technology. If somebody has solved the problem, all that you have to do is copy and paste.
Copy and paste, 100%.
So we are solving new problems every day. We are doing something new every day. We are selling something new every day. So that's and that is the difference between looking at a product GTM to a services GTM.
Service GTM.
I'm not selling a particular use case.
Yeah.
I'm selling a service attribute.
So I think as you have great experience in this industry, right, and or maybe you know a lot of ups and downs you have seen, right? If you would give any one advice to younger generation who are just starting a business, what kind of advice would you give them?
To be sure, I don't know if I have seen enough. When I talk to startup entrepreneurs today, when I look at their business models, I'm actually there's a lot to learn from them. People have figured out new ways of doing things. People are one of the things that at least from my journey I can learn there is one has to be pretty sure that business would not remain the way you have built it, you have envisioned it, or you think it would have. The markets that you are, the client set that you are serving, the products that a founder is way too small to influence how the world takes them, uses them, and the world changes much faster than you can. So that calibration, continuous, constant calibration is important, and that still is one of the, I think, business's biggest challenge. What do I change? What do I not? What is the thing that is core to me which I should not be changing? You cannot be a Bepandika Lota.
Okay.
But then you have to be changing every day. So how do you do that? And I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, 100%.
And do those mistakes teach you? I'm not sure. So I think entrepreneurship is a continuous game of poker.
But I think we can also tell something. Hey, at least these 5 things which I have done in my life, and I think you guys have to avoid it. Maybe I think that's how we can also do.
The strange thing is that let me give you an example with Dave. We decided to, for example, when we were working on certain product area, certain technology area, we were seeing, and in our opinion, we thought, hey, need for this will actually come down. It will go down and down. That's an area we should get out of. And as we thinned our team in that area, we started to see opportunities there. And that is something that has happened again and again and again. Now, Is it because we were not able to foresee better? Of course. But we weren't the person who were the only people seeing that. Industry analysts, everybody was talking about that and everything. Now, but the point there is that what constitutes a mistake
Mm-hmm.
is very, very contextual. The particular example that I talk about, I'm talking about there is sticking to that particular line in some other case would have been mistake.
Okay.
Divesting it
Mm-hmm.
in some other case would have been a mistake.
Okay.
So how do you know what's a mistake? What's not? So I guess for an entrepreneur, for the important thing is acceptance of the fact that things you would make wrong decisions. So I guess decide and move on. I mean that's
100%. I think
that would be the key. And there's probably no golden formula about hey this
is correct. This is not
nowadays there are a lot of decisions that we do from purely analytical perspective.
Yeah.
We look at hey this is the past data, this is what the clients are asking, this is the feedback report, this is what is happening. We do a lot of analysis and doing all of those exercises are useful, but we have to always consider that while I have to be decisive, my decisions would be wrong.
would be 100%. I think
And
acceptance would be there.
how are you creating that kind of a resilience within yourself, within your organization, that you are able to handle wrong decisions?
Wrong decision.
So one of my mentors, my mentor, he has a statement: never bet the house.
Okay. Yeah. Never.
So yeah, you have to keep trying. You have
Keep
to keep
trying.
doing that,
100%.
but then provide for mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think you have shared detailed knowledge with us. I'm sure people would learn from it. Thank you so much, Manish.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Great talking with you.